Good morning, everyone. It's February the 24th, 2024. This morning I want to do a little more of an update and a little more about following my last video there about opinions and things. And today I want to read another article, again, out of our local newspaper here, the Lower Town Echo, as we call it here. It's again, a local newspaper that we put in our ward, and our different opinions. And I've already read our councillor's opinion, but today I just want to read about an ordinary citizen here, his opinion in the ward of what's going on. And I think it's very interesting because I've been talking about opinions, and there's a lot that I can agree with in this too, and I think it just gives another perspective of what's happening here to people. So I'm going to read this, and like I said, this is out of this paper. Again, it's not my opinion, but it's someone else's opinion. And this is an opinion by Nick Grover, who I presume lives here in the ward or very close to the ward. It's no secret that the homeless crisis is most visible in Sandy Hill and Lower Town, even more so since the pandemic. The response to it has ranged from lackluster to hostile. That I have to agree with. I'm seeing more hostility with the situation here. The City of Ottawa's affordable housing budget for new non-market builds has been increased from $16 million last year to $30 million this year. That is a clear step in the right direction to put a dent in the years-long waiting list for public housing, and was only realized thanks to the tireless advocacy of community groups like Acorn and Horizon Ottawa and councils like Ariel Troster. But does this funding actually match the severity of the city's stated housing emergency? $30 million is a drop in the bucket compared to what the city spends on policing, itself largely a response to poverty and homelessness, especially downtown. The police budget was just increased again, bringing total funding to $415 million, plus another $245 million for the first year's lease on a new station in the Byward Market. This is the one that I've been talking about, the community police station. This is what it's costing us today to help protect our area. This might seem appropriate given the uptick in break-ins at various Byward businesses and how many merchants and residents alike report feeling unsafe there. But we've already been throwing vast sums of money at the police for decades with little to show for it. They have been unable to prevent crime, only respond to it after it's happened, or, in too many cases, leave someone dead or was in a bad spot. We spend millions to move the unhoused out of view, put those struggling with addiction in prison, send armed officers to respond to a mental health crisis, and criminalize petty theft rather than fund stable, affordable, supportive housing, and so nothing changes except that an already desperate and vulnerable are left overplaced and worse off. It all feels like a bit of a scam. The city claims it can't afford to build housing or fund better services because it must keep taxes and spending low, and yet it costs far more to police, shelter, and repeatedly hospitalize homeless folks than it does to simply house them. Yet all this money spent managing the symptoms of poverty gives the city a new excuse to say, we can't afford to do more. It seems the real crime, as far as the mayor and city council are concerned, is anything that would lower property values. So we must make a choice, because if we truly want a safer city, we must break this cycle. Over in Finland, homelessness has been nearly eliminated. Anyone living rough receives a small apartment and counseling. Without any preconditions, 4 out of 5 people make their way back into a stable life. Ottawa must go all in on public housing, co-ops and housing, first programs like Options Bytown alongside robust social services so no one is left behind, drawing from the massive police budget to pay for it. When people speak of defunding or detasking the police, this is what they mean: redirecting money into social investments that tackle the root of crime and make the police less necessary to begin with. When a person is priced out of housing, deprived of the resources and support they need, unable to find a job, without a permanent address, and then dragged away by the cops so residents aren't bothered by their presence, to make that is not safety. That is callousness being done in our name. So this is another opinion from someone else. And it's great to have these little newspapers, community newspapers. Again, it's interesting. And this time I got a chance to actually deliver this door to door. And Julie helped me. And it was a lot of fun for Julie and I to deliver. And one of the things I definitely noticed when I was going door to door with Julie was that people, because they feel so unsafe, the other thing that they're doing now is they're, on the houses, I noticed more doorbell cameras popping up today as well. So people are very concerned as well down here with their safety. But I have to agree a lot with what he says too, and this is what I'm, again, talking about when you have supportive housing. What kind of supports are in place? What do we have now? What more is needed when we get these people into supportive housing? And then there's others that just, as I said, just need affordable housing. They're fine. They don't need all the supports. But there's so many people in different needs. And this is, again, this gentleman mentioned Finland. And again, in the beginning of the year, I did the video on the ambassador from Finland explaining what they were doing as well. So a lot of it also makes sense from what she was telling us at the same time. So there's actually many ways out of this. We're still working on things, but there's many different opinions. And for the first time, I'm honestly seeing a lot of people talking about the homelessness and the situation, and we're coming at it from all different points of view for certain. Where this is going to lead to, I don't know. But I keep seeing this more and more as I go door to door and see the doorbell cameras popping up more. And with our security here in the building and that I'm seeing. Like the other night, it was great to have the cameras in here because we had a full-fledged fight with one of the tenants in one of the apartments, so people were calling the security for that. And at the same time, we had this man in the middle of the night going door to door, knocking on people's doors in the apartment building, waking them up. So with the cameras, we got a good shot of whoever this person was, and I've run into him a few times before. It's just hard to say because of the way he was, whether he was mentally ill or he was just doped up or just trying to check the place out. But it is letting us feel a lot more safe with the cameras, definitely, within the building, and it's starting to work now that we've got more cameras in the building. So as I said, this is a way I see towards the future of what our society is going to look like. We're going to be having people watching us from all directions and on camera. And as my grandfather said, well, there's nothing wrong with being on camera if you're doing nothing and causing no trouble, and you shouldn't be in any trouble. And that should be proven if you end up in court, that if the camera shows you're doing nothing, then you can't be charged for anything. And if you're doing something, then you can certainly be charged because the evidence is right there. So I don't want to make this video too long today, but I just wanted to let you people, my viewers, hear what's going on and another view. But there's many different views, and we're all coming to a consensus that security is definitely on the uptake, and we do need it. But along with the security, there are other methods as well that we can look into, and I think people are starting to realize at the same time that we really need to have to work together, and I think we have a long road to go. I don't see this happening overnight, as I've said for sure, but things are in progress, and there's more things coming in from across the country and different things that people are trying. So hopefully we're just going through this very dark, long tunnel right now, and hopefully we'll come out at the light, and we'll find that light at the end of the tunnel when we get there. And so again, I just wanted to say, have a great day, everyone. Be safe, be prepared, watch your surroundings, and we shall again talk soon. Bye-bye. Take care.